not to be grilled. I appreciate that. My name is Felicia Moore. I'm currently a council member for District 9 in Northwest Atlanta. I do have some information, so please pick it up on your way out. I've been serving District 9 in Northwest Atlanta for 20 years at the end of this term. I represent a very diverse district. You talk about diversity, as I would describe it, from Bankhead to Buckhead and everything in between. And so I think that uniquely has set me to a point where I can represent a diverse city. I come originally from Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm not from Atlanta. I've been in Atlanta now for 30 years almost. Will soon be 30 years. I have been, by profession, I have done public relations. I did that in Indianapolis, Indiana before I moved here. Also had a real estate license. My grandfather was a real estate broker, so he had me typing contract for him before I came to Atlanta. When I moved to Atlanta, that's what I got into, amongst many other small jobs. And the reason I'm saying this, somebody asked me, what did I do? And then I did public relations consulting, working with several public relations firms around the city. And I got into city council and started serving after being an MPU chair, neighborhood association president, crime watch person. I was just active and fighting landfills and other things in the community. So I set off and I ended up working for a council member in another district, District 12 in Atlanta. Gave me the opportunity to see what happens at City Hall and what I wanted to see as MPU chair at the time in the community, and offered myself to run and have been doing that ever since. During that time, I also got my real estate broker's license here in the city of Atlanta, and I do that part-time. I have a bachelor's degree. I have a master's degree in master's of science in administration, concentrating in public administration. So I got all the groundwork, but really I want to tell you three basic things that I am really standing for as my campaign. And those are the things that have undergirded me as a council member. One is ethics. Ethics is extremely important. If we don't have ethics, you don't have trust in your elected officials. If you don't have trust in your elected officials, anything else you do doesn't matter. People are not going to believe in you. Second is accountability. Being accountable for what you do, understanding what you're doing, making sure, even if it's uncomfortable sometimes, making sure that you can be accountable to the voters you serve, and I can come to you and explain to you what it is that I did and why I voted the way I voted, or what I did or did not do. And if we get it right, say we got it right. But if we get it wrong, be big enough to come to the citizens and say, hey, we got this wrong. And this is what our plan of action is, how we're going to fix it. And then the third thing, which is going to be really my mantra, marching me into the presidency, and that's transparency. I heard a lot of people talk about what's on the budget. Well, we put a lot of information online, put the budget online and all that, but what I've learned is not what you budget, it's how it's spent. And right now, the city of Atlanta, back in 2013, in a study, was rated F in transparency. Not because we didn't put the budget online or had the budget tools and all the things that you could see how the buckets of money are. What we don't have is checkbook level spending, and other cities across the country are doing that. So right now you can go online, you can go to council's page, you can go to my page, and you can see, and I keep it up to date, how much money I'm spending. Not only how much, but what I'm spending it on, whether it's for paper clips or catering. You can see exactly my expenditures, and that's what we need to do across city government, amongst other things, because I believe the more eyes we have on our city government, the better we'll operate. And so transparency is an extremely important issue, not only for the city. After we get it there, I'd like to march it around to other governmental entities, because I believe, again, accountability. How can we be accountable for what we do if people can't see what they have? It's your money, just like it's your money in your bank account. So those are the three things that I have been undergirded on. A couple of things just real quickly that I want to work on. One, in going around in the campaign, I certainly want to work on our small and medium-sized businesses and our procurement process, making sure it's fair to people, so people can bid for work and not feel that there's going to be political influence or others. And the second is our youth. And I'm looking forward to working with the current or new school board members to build and repair a relationship that should have never been broken in the first place. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate all of the